In a small, sun-kissed village at the edge of a lush, endless forest, lived a young girl named Layla. Layla had bright eyes that sparkled like the stars at night and a heart full of dreams that danced with the sun. Her spirit was as free as the butterflies that fluttered amongst the wildflowers on the edge of the forest. The villagers loved Layla for her gentle nature and kind heart. But more than anything, they admired her insatiable curiosity and boundless imagination. She was well known for spending her afternoons crafting stories about the world beyond the village and the great green forest that seemed to whisper secrets in the gentle breeze. Layla's grandmother, an old woman with eyes as wise as ancient oaks, would often tell Layla stories by the fireside. Grandma's tales were a treasure trove of wisdom, weaving magic with moral teachings, just as the great storytellers of old. But one story Layla loved above all was the tale of the whispering trees. According to Grandma, in the heart of the forest lived the oldest of trees with the power to whisper ancient secrets of the world. They were said to share their wisdom with those pure of heart and bravely curious. Every night, Layla fell asleep to dreams in which she embarked on adventures, discovering the mysteries of these whispering giants. One bright morning, stirred by the tales and her vivid dreams, Layla resolved to venture into the forest. She packed a small bag with bread, cheese, nuts, and a flask of sweet spring water, and set off towards the towering trees at dawn's first light. As Layla entered the forest, the sun filtered through the canopy, de-appling the ground in gold and emerald. Birds sang sweetly as if to welcome her to the woodland. The further she walked, the more alive the forest felt, the trees whispering softly to one another, leaves rustling secrets carried by the wind. For hours, Layla wandered deeper into the woods, her heart filled with excitement and wonder. She encountered streams that giggled over pebbles, flowers with the brightest hues, and animals that watched her with curious eyes. But as she journeyed further, she realized she was not alone. Quiet steps shadowed her own. From behind a great cedar emerged an unusual figure. A rabbit, clad in a waistcoat, with spectacles perched neatly on its nose. "Greetings, young traveler." The rabbit chirped with a bow, its voice warm and friendly. "I am Oliver, the sage of this forest. What brings you to our leafy haven?" Layla, eyes wide in amazement, quickly found her voice. "And Layla," she replied, "I seek the whispering trees and the wisdom they share." Oliver's whiskers twitched with delight. "A noble quest indeed," he said with a knowing nod. "The whispering trees only reveal themselves to those who come for knowledge and bring kindness in their hearts. Let me guide you." With Oliver leading the way, Layla journeyed deeper into the mystical realm, a hearty drumbeat of excitement. Oliver shared tales of the forest, stories that sprang from the roots of the earth itself. In turn, Layla shared her dreams and wishes about the wonders she hoped to see and learn. They stopped at a small grove where the trees stood tall and proud, their branches reaching for the heavens. "Here we are," announced Oliver with a sweeping gesture. Layla stood beneath the towering trees, their leaves a chorus of whispers greeting her arrival. The tallest tree among them, an ancient oak named Roin, bent its great branches closer. "Welcome, Layla," Orion rumbled, his voice deep and gentle, like the sound of thunder rolling over distant hills. "We had been waiting for a heart like yours." In the presence of the whispering trees, Layla felt a warm glow envelop her, a feeling of being accepted, of belonging. The leaves rustled softly, and in their whispers, Layla heard stories of heroes and adventures, of triumphs and tribulations. Each story held a lesson, a glimpse into the world that wasn't a world that could be. Layla spent that day ensconced within the grove, learning from the trees. She learned of the balance of nature, of the importance of every living thing and their role in the tapestry of life. She heard stories of courage, humility, and love, lessons that warmed her heart and opened her mind. As the sun began to set, painting the sky in hues of crimson and gold, Layla knew it was time to return to her village. But she realized that her adventure in the forest had transformed her, enriched her with knowledge that she could share back home. The whispering trees, sensing her thoughts, bent low once more. "Return, Layla, with all that you have learned, and share it with others. Knowledge and kindness are gifts that grow when given." With a heart full of gratitude, Layla bid farewell to Oliver and the whispering trees, promising to return one day. As she walked back through the forest under the twilight glow, she felt a deep sense of purpose blossom within her. On returning to her village, Layla became a beacon of light and wisdom. She shared her stories and the lessons she learned with everyone young and old. Her tales, echoing the whispers of the trees, filled hearts with hope and inspired her community to live in harmony with nature and one another. Her journey taught them the value of kindness and the power of knowledge, planting seeds of change that would grow across generations. And in those shared stories and wisdom, the spirit of the whispering trees lived on. Layla's dreams no longer danced only amongst the stars, for they were now part of her world, a tapestry of light learning woven into the fabric of her life. And as she settled each night beneath the night sky, Layla knew the forest still whispered its ancient song, a reminder of the adventures still to come. In time, Layla became renowned not just in her village, but far beyond, for the warmth and wisdom in her stories that began in the heart of the forest, nurtured by the whispers of the trees. And so, Layla lived, a sprightly spirit with an old soul, forever curious and guided by the soft rustle of leaves that promised new wonders with every dawn, a true guardian of tales and teller of truths, in a world where dreams and reality swirled together under the same canopy of stars.